Hello everyone. So today I'm doing something a little different. I'm always telling people to learn to meditate. And I've had several people say their thoughts are too intense or fast and it doesn't work for them. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's why you should learn, because this can literally change that. Trust me, I understand. I have pretty hardcore BPD and my mind has been a chaotic nightmare most of my life. But meditation has changed that. It's changed my thought patterns and the power they have over me. So here's how it works. Meditation is directing your conscious awareness from thinking, worrying, fearing, wanting, to having and just being. The key to it is just persistence. The more you do it, the more it works. If you have a hard time visualizing, that's okay. An easy thing that helped me to learn was to think of an orange. It's a basic shape and color and envelops the senses. You can smell it, you can taste it. It's familiar. Try to see that orange or connect another sense to it. It's like when you think about your favorite person or your favorite food, there's smells, there's feelings, there's other sensations other than just a TV screen. You know, it's not going to be like a TV screen, and that's okay. The person that actually taught me how to meditate, she said that she couldn't visualize at all. She said she just saw words on a chalkboard or just darkness. But she was a great meditator because she would focus on the feeling of the energy instead of the image. Now, there are two main types of meditation. The first is what I would call astral, where you go somewhere else in your mind, like daydreaming or guided meditations. Daydreaming can be very helpful for escaping reality and bringing you peace, but also manifesting. One of the first meditations I learned was to create a path that leads to a safe, happy place in my mind. I went into great detail of what this place looked like, with specific trees, the creek, a bridge, a bench, the sounds, the smells, the feelings. It's all about the detail. I went to this place in my mind all the time because my life circumstances were pretty shitty at the time. And now, years later, I'm in a new city, a new state, and the creek path right by my house is pretty much identical to the one I created in my mind. I've had several of my daydreams manifest into physical reality. The key is in the detail. Now, guided meditations can be helpful for shadow work, inner child healing, and plenty of other things, but also just learning how to meditate. It's all about directing your thoughts. You start to meditate and your mind starts to wander. That's okay. It's actually kind of the point, because it gives you an opportunity to catch it and bring it back to the meditation. Even if your mind wanders every 10 seconds, just keep catching it and bringing it back. It might take you 20 times doing the same 10-minute meditation to really get it. But I promise, by then your ability to direct your thoughts and focus will increase tremendously. Just keep bringing your thoughts back. When you do this enough, when you keep doing it, it gets to the point where you'll be just in your regular day, you'll be able to catch yourself going into negative thoughts and redirect them rather than overthinking, and just it makes your mind a much safer place to be in, learning how to do this. Now, the other type of meditation, the true essence of meditation, is when you actually stop thinking and just be. anytime you're in a flow state, like skateboarding or dancing, being creative, etc., it's from that meditative state of presence. Any mindfulness practice can get you there, but the most helpful for me is directing my thoughts to my own physical presence. My breathing, the beating of my heart, the feeling in my legs, my own presence inside my body. The feeling of it really, really helps to focus. For me, anyways. And I've heard it helps a lot of other people too, being able to focus on the feeling instead of the thoughts. This is how you detach from the mind. Throughout my day, when my mind starts acting up, I bring my awareness back to my body or my breathing over and over and over again. This is particularly helpful for anxiety and overthinking. It does take practice, but if you stick with it, you will turn your body and your mind into a safe place where you have control. When you first start to do it regularly, your body will start talking back with all the trapped emotions you've been pushing down your whole life. But just keep coming back to the present moment, and they will process and release. Now, when contemplating something, be it a passage from a morning meditation book or just something that you're trying to understand or make a right decision about, I found it's much better to ask your heart than your mind. You could also ask your gut if you have a hard time trusting your heart. You just put your hands over that space. Breathe into it. Then ask your question or read your passage. Keep breathing into that space and listen for your answer. It might not come immediately, but if you bring your awareness back to that space every time you catch yourself thinking about it, the answer will come with a lot more clarity than your brain could give you. Now, my favorite way to meditate is outside. I take a walk, try to stay fully absorbed in the present with the nature, the sky, the trees, the birds. My mind starts to wander. I bring it back. Then I find a nice tree to sit by. Take some deep breaths and visualize a root extending from my spine and going down into the earth, through the dirt and rocks, all the way to the center of the earth. It's all about the detail. Then I visualize a ray of light coming from the sun into the top of my head and slowly filling my whole body, burning off all my pain, anger, stagnant energy, and then flowing down through my root to the center of the earth. I do this meditation daily just to clear my energy, but you don't have to be outside to do it. Sometimes I'll do it at night in my bed, and the roots just extend from my feet instead of my spine. But you can do this anytime, any place. At work, standing in line. Anytime my anger or anxiety get overwhelming, I do this and it really helps. Just make sure you draw your root back up when you're done so other people don't trip over it and absorb that energy or give you theirs. That was the first meditation I learned about 12 years ago. And practicing and creating a lifestyle of it has made me so much more stable and happy. My mind still wanders, but I know what to do about it now. And it doesn't wander too far into the danger zone anymore. One final thought. True meditation is about being and not thinking. So to practice and embody it, try to do everything you do fully with presence. When you're eating food, taste it, enjoy it, experience it. When you're spending time with someone you love, appreciate it and be present. As often as you can, keep drawing your attention back to the present moment. The more you do it, the easier it gets, and the less power those spiraling thoughts will have over you. That's it for now, but I really hope this helps. Until next time, be good to yourself.